Hi, good evening. Good night, wherever you are in the world today. I'm Reverend Dr. Swetha Catherine Woodley with Rothschild. And the past couple of days, I've been trying to upload a video, but we've been having, unfortunately, some problems with the audio. So hopefully, we finally got that fixed. Right. So today, I want to talk about biblical slavery versus the mid-Atlantic slave trade. And today, I'll be using as my source. This book is called it's called the Tanakh, and this is the Stone edition, and it's the Arts from Art Scroll. Okay. Now, when we say Tanakh, we mean Torah, Nevin, and Ketuvim, which is the writing. So, Torah means the first five books of Moses, such as Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. And when we say Nevin, we mean the prophets, such as Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Hosea, Malachi, etc. And when we say Ketuvim, we mean the writings such as Psalms and Proverbs, Songs of Solomon, and Daniel. Okay, and what we have over here the Hebrew text, one Hebrew text, and then over here we have the English proclamation. And I say proclamation because no two language is exactly the same. So, whenever I say out of courtesy and respect for both languages, I say proclamations. You see on the bottom here, it has the different commentaries from Rashi, Ramban, Radak, Mahal of Prague, etc., and key Jewish sages. And in the back, we had here different diagrams for different Jewish periods and ages, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. And so now, in making my pace, I want to go to our first part, which is the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 20. Now, you will notice that when you look at our Hebrew text, it has things like Torah portions, parashat, which is Torah portions, and they have different names. The chapter 21 of Exodus falls under the Torah portion Mishpatim. And so it'll be chapter 21, verse 20 falls in the Jewish portion, the Torah portion called Parashat Mishpatim. Okay, and it states there, if a man shall strike his slave or his maidservant with the rod, and he shall die on his end, he shall surely be avenged. Okay? But if he shall survive for a day, two, he shall not be avenged, for he is his property. Very interesting here. Now we'll go over to my next text, quote from the book of Leviticus, and it'll be chapter 25, reading from verse 44. And this one will fall under the Torah portion Behar, that's Behar, Parashat Behar. And here it says, your slave or your maidservant, whom you may own, from the Gentiles who surrounds you, from among them you may purchase a slave or a maidservant. Also from among the children of the residents who live with you, from them you may purchase from their families that is with you, whom they begot in your land, or shall remain yours as an ancestral heritage. You shall own them as a heritage for your children after you to inherit as a possession. You shall work with them forever, but with your brethren, children of Israel, a man with your brother, you shall not subjugate him through hard labor. So we can see from that, we can glean and we can deduce the fact that yes, there's slavery in the Bible. And what do you know? The master owned the slave as his property, and the master can beat his slave. If they don't die if they do not die within 3 days, no charges. Interesting. That is, in fact, that was also the case with the Mid-Atlantic slave trade. In the Mid-Atlantic slave trade, slaves were owned by the master. That's the fact. And slave in the Bible is a fact. Okay. Now, I think though, in regards to the Mid-Atlantic slave trade, kidnapping people and selling them into slavery was very prevalent and very uh, popular. However, in the Bible, kidnapping was considered crime punishable by death. So in the biblical slave trade, that was not so much the case. Okay. Now, from the Christian text, we have same thing in the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 5. It says, slaves, obey your masters as you would obey Christ and with reverence and fear. Okay, so the fact of the matter is, the book was written by authors who live in a culture that where slavery exists, and the Bible reflects that, and that's the reality. Okay, now there are many things about the Bible that are good, like teaching people not to steal, not to lie, not to commit adultery, fornication, and so forth. But the fact of the matter is, slavery was and is a fact of life in the Bible. Okay, both in the Hebrew text and also in the Christian text. That's the reality, and sad to say, but hopefully in the future we can finally put this tradition of slavery and owning people's property to bed once and for all, and make slavery, toss them into the trash bin of history. Thanks so much again for your patience and your time, and you have a very good day.